I have
Yeah.
phased those out. Yeah, I haven't worn them for
Jake's still holding
a couple
on
years.
to a few.
I moved on from that. Come on, Jake.
Wow.
I got made fun of enough by Alex that I finally moved away from them.
We want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Touring and Cruises. Here's something you might not know. Booking with a travel advisor doesn't cost you anything. Disney pays them after you travel. You'll pay the same price you see online, but Touring and Cruises adds an enhanced level of service. Their expert advisors watch for discounts and apply them automatically, even after you book. And it's not just Disney. They can help with cruises, Universal, and all kinds of vacations. Whether you want help planning it all or just someone in your corner if plans change, they're here to help. And yes, they'll wait on hold with Disney 4 hours, so you don't have to. So when you're ready to plan your next trip, head to touringandcruises.com and tell them Rope Drop Radio sent you. Now, let's rope drop.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome back to another Rope Drop Radio. I am Doug McKnight here with Lauren Shields. And Lauren, we get to talk about some things that we really love, but we're embarrassed to mention.
Yeah, we're going to talk our Disney guilty pleasures.
Yes, not just our guilty pleasures, but all of your guilty pleasures. So we can all be guilty together.
Sure.
Yeah, something like that. We got lots of guilty pleasures coming up for your guilty pleasure listening, I suppose. And some of those guilty pleasures are from our patrons.
They are, yes. Thank you to all of our patrons who commented this week about their guilty pleasures. We have 2 new patrons this week, so thank you to Alice K and Shelby Bowman. Got it, Bowman. Easy names this week. So they are our new patrons. Thank you for joining the Patreon community. Come check us out at patreon.com. Doug gives the Disney news once a week. We have an after show where we talk unfiltered every week. And we didn't figure out the after show yet this week, did we?
You know, we'll probably talk Disney. We got to record 2. We're doing 2 recordings tonight.
Yeah.
So I think we record one that's mostly about Disney and then one that's just about our weekends. Kind of the more personal stuff. We get a little mix. One show on one topic, one on another.
That sounds good. I like that. We are recording 2 episodes because I will be on a Disney cruise next week for spring break, but I got off track about the Patreons. So yes, come join us and you get a chance quarterly to win a $25 Disney gift card. I just touched base with CT, our winner, last week, and he will get his Disney gift card here shortly.
Awesome. Yes, it's a great community. Another great way to make sure you're supporting the show is make sure you're subscribed or you liked or follow on whatever app you're listening on so that you never miss a show. We'd really appreciate it. Like a large percentage of people aren't subscribed on Apple. It's really weird. Just go ahead and subscribe. It costs you nothing and it does not hurt. It's pain-free, I promise. So go ahead and do that. Another great way to support the show is leaving a 5-star review. It helps the show become more visible and new people can find us. And it's a chance for you to write fun little things like today's review, a 5-star review titled, From One Doc to Another. Keep up the great work. 5 stars by Doc McStuffins.
Yes.
As a fellow medical professional like Doug and Lauren, I enjoy listening to their tips and tricks to navigate the parks. I am only a kid and don't meet any of the height requirements for the good rides, but the info I get every week helps me understand how to plan my Disney park days. If Lauren ever needs a repair on her Stuffy of the Week, give Doc a call.
Oh.
The Doc is always in. Stuffy, Lammy, and Hallie, right?
Hallie, yeah.
Are always with me to assist when needed. There we go.
That's like the sweetest review ever. Thank you, Doc McStuffins.
A celebrity.
Yeah.
Like,
who knew?
Most famous review we've ever gotten. Sorry, Mover. Which Mover left a review a long time ago? Mover Dave. Sorry, Mover Dave. You've been
replaced by Doc McStuffins.
Mover Dave was on during the pandemic. We were all bored.
I remember that episode.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. We talked for like 2 hours after that episode.
You did?
I wasn't working.
Because
He wasn't working.
no one had anywhere to go.
And our kids were all at home and leaving us alone. So,
That's
yeah.
hilarious. Well, that was a super sweet review. If we have any stuffy emergencies, I know who to call.
Yeah, the doc is in. So thank you for the review. Speaking of stuffies, we have a stuffy of the week. And Lauren, please tell me that you got this one at Walt Disney World and had to buy a plane ticket for it to get home.
No, thank goodness. I'm pretty sure this was a Christmas or birthday gift. But yeah, Annie had only all huge stuffies or all small. And I was like, we just did a small one. They're hard to see. And then she handed this one to me. And I was like, oh dear. So it's very large and in charge.
It's probably only like halfway on the screen, too, is my guess. We can't tell how it's going to get edited down until we do it. And yeah, I'm sure it's still very easy to tell who it is. So go over to YouTube, comment so that Annie has a happy day on what the stuffy is and how many plane tickets you think it would take to get this stuffy to and from Walt Disney World. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, that's the stuffy of the week. So this brings us to our show coming up after this. Hey, Nebraska rope droppers. Getting to the magic just got easier. The Lincoln Airport now offers nonstop flights to Orlando twice a week on Breeze Airways. Every Wednesday and Saturday. Skip the layovers and get straight to Mickey faster than ever. I've flown Breeze myself. It's a great experience with one of the youngest fleets in the sky, flying only Airbus A220s. So next time you're planning a Disney vacation, start at Lincoln Airport, your shortcut to the magic. And welcome back. It is time to talk about our guilty pleasures. And I'm super excited about this show because I have some guilty pleasures, Lauren, that I just need to get off my chest and everybody needs to know about. How about you?
Yeah. I think our original definitions were slightly different.
You didn't have the same idea of a guilty pleasure as me. Yours were like, yeah, Lauren, everybody would do that if they could.
Well, I went like when I have financial guilt for, getting something that I don't really need.
Yeah.
But you said the take is embarrassing. So
right. The guilty pleasure would be like, I still like wearing cargo pants. That's a guilty pleasure.
That's like a Midwest norm stuff. Do you still wear cargo pants?
No, I have
cargo shorts.
Shorts. I meant shorts. Sorry, cargo shorts.
Yeah,
I have phased those out. Yeah, I haven't worn them for
Jake's still holding on
years.
To a few.
I moved on from that. Come on, Jake.
Wow.
I got made fun of enough by Alex that I finally moved away from them.
I will say, I think it's been a while. I swear he only does it like when we're at the park so he can like maximize his pocket space. But that's true at home. He has phased them out. So he's graduating.
Okay. Well, we're going to go through a few of our guilty pleasures. Then we're going to get to yours, the listeners' guilty pleasures. So Lauren, why don't you go ahead and start with one of yours?
Yes, this one is embarrassing because it's laziness. I enjoy, after a long day at Hollywood Studios, if I'm staying at Beach Club, I could walk, I could take the boat, which would both be faster, but I just want to sit as soon as possible. So I will just go hop on the Skyliner. And it takes a while to get back to Beach Club, but I will happily ride the Skyliner and take the long way so I can sit as soon as possible and feel like I'm moving.
See, I think that's what most people do, though. I don't think they think of walking. I just think that's like the third choice, even though it's way faster.
Fastest way.
Yeah, the fastest way.
Or a boat, probably.
Yeah, the boat's the most scenic way.
Yeah.
The Skyliner. Okay.
I feel lazy when I do it this way, but I enjoy it. So that's why that was my guilt. Laziness.
You enjoy the laziness. Gotcha.
I do. Yeah.
All right. Well, I've mentioned my first guilty pleasure multiple times over the years. And that is that I really love to stop at like the food court or restaurant when we get back to the resort and have a little ice cream snack in the room. I am guilty of that. I will get a Mickey ice cream sandwich or a Mickey bar and take it back to the room and snack away.
Make a mess?
No, a mess would imply that I drop some. I eat it all, Lauren. I paid for it all. I'm going to eat it all.
When we talked about this a few weeks ago, I did get some messages about people concerned about how full of melted ice cream your room was, because you said, have you seen Alden eat?
Well, that's different. I'm talking about me.
You said you were messy also.
Yeah, but I'm going to clean it up. I'm not going to.
You're just going to take care of it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, the ice cream cookie sandwich too is really
It's
good.
like the messiest version.
Yeah, well, Nestle, I believe, just sold off a bunch of stuff, so things could be changing if that sale goes through. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Oh
Um,
no.
yeah, so I'm nervous. But
I'm
that's
nervous
my
for you.
first guilty pleasure. I'm very guilty of having ice cream in the room.
I just have to ask, is it always ice cream or do you ever get something else?
I get something else, but if I can have ice cream, it's almost always ice cream.
Okay.
Even on our Christmas break trip when it was like 40 degrees, me and the girls, we got ice cream from the ice cream place on the boardwalk still.
So
We were
mostly
the
ice cream.
only people in the ice cream place. It was fantastic. And they were still slow. So,
I believe it. I
all right.
believe it.
All right,
All right.
what's
So
next?
my next one, because you find this embarrassing, I think more
It
than I
should be.
do. I enjoy the mini corn dogs at Casey's in the Magic Kingdom. I think it's horrified Jake a little bit because no one can agree on lunch a lot of times, but we all like the corn dogs. So that's where we go a lot of times. I don't think he likes to be seen there. I can say we have taken the food elsewhere so as to not be seen there.
Because it's
But also,
embarrassing.
well,
Mm-hmm.
mine's more that it's crowded, right? Like
Yeah.
there's not it's hard to find a
Yeah.
table. But I guess if I were with you, you would probably walk past me and go like
Wouldn't know
this.
you.
Cover your face because you can't be seen at Casey's.
Like, do you get the kids' meal? Just straight up eat the
Yeah.
kids' meal, kids' food? Like, that's the embarrassing part, Lauren.
You eat kids' food too.
I don't, not, I get a kid's meal, but it's not necessarily kids' food. It's two
Did
different
you hear?
things.
No, it's the same
I'm
thing.
not getting
Did you
chicken
hear what you
strips.
just said?
A kid's meal is not necessarily kids' food. So think of the buffet, right? All the buffets have the little kid section. What's on that buffet section? Chicken strips, mac and cheese, maybe corn dogs. I'm missing another yellow food group. That's kids' food. Kids' meals can still have some good things. Never
Name
mind.
one kids meal that doesn't have kids food that you enjoy.
The barbecue at Flame Tree Barbecue.
What are you ordering? Like
Barbecue.
specifics.
It's like a barbecue, shredded barbecue. I think pork or beef. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look at the menu, but it's like a cup of barbecue, like meat and cornbread, and that is not what normal kids eat,
Does
right?
it come with a juice box?
Oh, you get your option of any drink. I can get my Diet Coke with it, Lauren.
I think I'll be embarrassed when you order the kids' food that's not kids' food because I don't even know what that means.
You're not even aware that there's like another option on most of the kids' menus that is stuff your children want to eat. Yeah. Like
All right.
they had the chicken skewers at in Epcot at the new rest Connections Eatery, but those went away. Those were really good.
Yeah, but the
Those
kids
weren't.
like that.
Do they though? They went away,
Yeah.
so clearly they're not kids' food. They were just on a kids' menu. Yep. Okay, we should move on.
Move on.
That's a whole nother debate we
That's
just
a
went
whole
down.
episode.
All right, my
Yep.
guilty pleasure is a ride, an attraction that I kind of consider a must do, and that's adults only. I've gone on this solo. That's weird, right? Small World.
Yeah.
This is a guilty pleasure. I enjoy it more than I should.
When you go on it solo, do they give you a whole row?
The time I did it, I've only done that once, and yes, they gave
Oh,
me a whole row.
I was curious.
Yeah, they're like
That is a guilty
they
pleasure.
can't put a adult man with other people on It's a Small World for optics alone. It's not in 2026.
Oh,
Not yeah. It's
that is a guilty pleasure. Because we only do that like if we're wasting time for a lightning lane at this
oof.
point. It wasn't like when the kids were younger, it was a highlight. I still really enjoyed it at Disneyland because we like to like hunt down all the
Yeah,
characters.
yeah,
But I think we've done it at World so many times that, or if you just want to get off your feet for a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's your last guilty pleasure?
So this goes into the bougie, I think, category. We have and I have guilt about spending money about this, but I have done this. We love like Guardians and like when Rise was newer and you could buy a single pass Lightning Lane. We've sometimes gotten a single pass Lightning Lane on the same attraction multiple times during a trip, like on different days. At Guardians, we still do just because we love that ride. Rise, when it came out and you could do it, it was neat because there was so much to look at, and we were happy to go on it a couple times during a trip. But I think I just have guilt because I was like, well, we went on it once. Do we really need to go again? But
Do we need to
sometimes-
spend another $100 and some dollars?
Right? Yeah, that money could probably be spent on something else. But
And the guilt
Enjoy
of
it.
the average family doesn't even get on that ride because they don't know how. And you're
Yes.
just taking a spot from them.
I had more guilt with Rise, less guilt with Guardians because I feel like Guardians is easier to get on. But Rise, especially when it was newer, I did feel guilty taking someone else's spot. But we really enjoyed it. We don't do that anymore with Rise. But do you guys
Okay.
ever do it? Or we're just bougie?
Yeah, they do every now and then, but
Yeah.
I don't go on Guardians, so.
Well, they
But if
save
it's
money
a
on
longer
you.
trip,
Right. Yeah, it has to be a longer trip.
right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they've done that. They're guilty as charged. All
Okay.
right. My last one is enjoying counter services more than I should. Like, there's times where I'm like, do we have to eat sit down? And I would be good going to a counter service. And I feel like that's pretty embarrassing some nights.
That is embarrassing.
Yeah, like I'm good going to Regal Eagle more than I should, or like Pecos Bills or Columbia. Or like give me Captain Cook's. I'm fine. I don't need to sit down. I'm pretty happy eating at more of the unique counter services.
Now, is that because you can order a kid's meal and no one will know because there's mobile ordering?
Maybe.
I think that it all works together.
It all comes
It all fits.
together. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a little guilty of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like my sit down, so I don't know what to say with that. I don't know what that says about you as an
That
adult.
says a lot about me as an
'Cause that's-
adult.
My kids would probably rather do the 2 counter services, but I need to sit down at some point.
I like sit down restaurants, but every now and then I'm like we did one trip where I'm like, we hardly ate at any counter service. And I'm pretty sure I was looked at like, yes, and like, what are you concerned about? I was just a little sad about it.
Oh,
Yeah, a little sad. Okay, let's move on to our listeners. Lauren, you're going to kick us off with Facebook patrons.
yes, we're going to start off with the Patreons. Jill T. Mitch says, splurging for VIP tours and minivans. Also, cheeseburgers, spring rolls, and Mickey bars. So she's in the ice cream category with you, Doug.
Yeah. I mean, the guilt of splurging, the minivans is definitely
That's a good one.
that's a
I have
solid
guilt
one.
using that, but it's enjoyable.
I think the cheeseburger, the spring rolls are way too popular to consider guilty pleasures. I think so. I asked Claire what her guilty pleasure was. She said people mover. And then she said, I think that's a guilty pleasure in the real world, but not on your podcast. So I think the same would apply to the spring rolls, right? Disney fandom knows the spring rolls.
Yeah,
Outside of that, people are like, what's that line for? Spring
that's
rolls?
true.
I'm not standing in a 20-minute line for spring rolls, right?
You got to be in the know. Yeah.
So I think that's where spring rolls land. Sorry, whoever name you
It's
said.
Jill.
Jill. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jill.
The VIP tour, that's a good one we haven't talked about yet. Yeah. Gina, shout out to Gina at Touring and Cruises, Gina Atkin. I have to restock my Isn't It Grand sugar scrub and body butter from Basin and Grand Flow every trip. I've never gotten that.
That is a guilty pleasure. You're addicted to a
Gina.
body scrub.
I bet it smells good. I'll have to ask her.
Sure it does.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Leslie Radke, also at Touring and Cruises. Popcorn and a bottled Diet Coke on the People Mover is pure bliss.
Oh, so we're taking food on now, huh? Yeah, that
I thought about this because I was like, wait, you can't take food on there, but
she's
you're
smuggling
walking
it
around.
on.
You're walking around with popcorn buckets. Like, how are they going to stop you?
True. They're not going to get and the bottle of pop as long as it's
Yeah, she's
close,
just
right?
bottled, so she knows she's enclosing
You're
it.
just not supposed to eat it. Do as we say, not as we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She's guilty.
Heather Honeycutt says, I agree with lightning lanes. I also love the bread pudding at Sebastian's Bistro, cinnamon roll at Gaston's, zebra cakes at Animal Kingdom Lodge. We also find the minivan to be worth it on certain occasions. We have 5 kids, ages 11 to 3. Ooh, sometimes with bigger families, like the minivans just help.
Yeah, the guilty pleasure that sticks out right there is you said Sebastian's. You're enjoying Sebastian's Bistro. You're doing table service at a moderate. You're guilty of something.
I've never eaten there. Have you?
I have not. We had it
Maybe
booked
it's
one time.
good.
We had it booked one time and then they closed it for a month and canceled our booking.
Oh.
So I'm evidently bitter and not going back.
Yeah, you're holding on to something there. CT says, before the bread pudding craze, a huge chunk of full service sit down restaurants had creme brulee on their menus. We're talking a ridiculous amount of variations too: maple, chocolate banana, coconut, pistachio, raspberry, Mississippi mud, etc.
Huh.
Are you a creme brulee person?
I don't mind
not.
it. So they have it a lot on the cruise ships still, right? And
Yeah.
it's like the one dessert Michelle can eat
It's
all
usually
the time.
gluten-free.
It's gluten-free
Yeah.
99% of the time, right? Depending
Yeah.
on what it is. So I usually get something that's not creme brulee because I know one's coming to our table anyway. So I don't mind it. It's very French.
I didn't know that we used to have so many options at the sit-down restaurants.
Did we need that many options? I mean,
I guess bread pudding ruined something else there then. Just saying.
Yeah.
Megan Rothacher says, minivan so I don't have to fold up a stroller and potentially carry a 50-pound sleeping child off the bus by myself. After hours event.
Yeah.
That's a good time to use it, after hours.
Minivan appears to be popular enough that I'm starting to question whether it's a guilty pleasure. It's just, it's becoming a pleasure.
That's I think we have financial guilt, right? Like it's the bougie category.
Yeah, but it's definitely a pleasure at this point. We're losing the guilt part.
A little bit.
Sorry, guys.
Holly Neth says, Canada, maple popcorn and Epcot. I will go out of my way to get that, and I may or may not share.
Yeah, that's a guilty pleasure right there. Going out of your way to get popcorn. Yeah.
And she doesn't share it.
Why should she?
She's like you. She doesn't share food.
Shouldn't. Get your own.
Ryan Alexander says, the 3 Caballeros, I have to do it every time I'm in Epcot.
Yeah, that's a guilty pleasure.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
We almost do it every time too. We enjoy it. That's a good one. Sarah Morrow says, paying for a minivan. So we're seeing a theme here. Minivans. Scott Lucas says, lightning lanes, really anything to skip the lines. Best queue is no queue. I like that saying.
That sounds like a t-shirt right there.
Yes, we should make that into a t-shirt if Scott allows. Jason K says, lightning lanes seems to me like an expected cost of a trip. We'll do them every time and budget them into our trip. So for us, they're not a guilty pleasure. For my family, our guilty pleasure is the dessert party for Happily Ever After. We love not having to scoop out a spot early and be crowded. Desserts are fine, but the experience for the fireworks is excellent.
Okay. All very pleasurable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for
That's
Patreon.
it. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to jump over to Instagram. All right. Here we are on Instagram. AJ and Erica, our Run Disney guests from the other week. Their guilty pleasure is going without the kids. Oh, there's guilt involved with that one.
Yes.
But it is a pleasure.
Yes, I have guilt every time I do it.
Yeah.
And then, have you gotten shamed by other adults? Because
yes, and I tell them just to shut it.
Without your kids? You're going without them?
And the same people that will go to Mexico for a week, right? Like, I know you went to that all-inclusive. You just shut your yap. So,
yes,
that's a good one. All right. Caroline Robatelli, just riding the monorail, LOL. Yeah, that I almost said that. I don't mind.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how many sweaty people get in with you. When
time
people
of
are
day.
Right? If there's not an odor going on, it is fantastic.
Yep. All right. And then filling up my resort mug at every possible fountain. So there you go. Resort mug action at, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Next post. Okay, Jackie, travel advisor at Touring and Cruises.
Oh, lots of agents popped in.
Yeah,
Nice.
they all are guilty of pleasures. All right, living with the land is a must hit for me every trip. Someday I'm going to have me some hanging cucumbers.
Oh, if anyone could do that, it would be Jackie. Also, I think she's saying that she appreciates the holiday theming.
It's not what I hear.
That's not from Target. Right, Jackie?
It
Let us
is.
know.
Lauren, if it's not from Target, it's from Home Depot. What are we even arguing here? All right. Next up from Kelly Soprano. Solo trips. Oh, that's a guilty pleasure right there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Candy Coatit. Dole Whip, French Quarter beignets, and Skyliner rides. So kind of like you, Lauren. Skyliner rides.
Eyeliner rides. I
Those
love the beignets.
beignets are really good. That's a
Yeah.
good guilty pleasure. And of course, Dole Whip.
Yeah.
I didn't say it because I feel like it's too popular to be embarrassed by. Like I was going for something that I'm embarrassed to admit, but yet I'm an open book. So what really embarrasses me, I don't know. But all right, I love this next one. Clawton 97.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm. I have to get a Mickey balloon every trip.
That is a guilty pleasure.
That's a guilty pleasure.
That's the best one. Because people would make fun of you.
But we love you.
But
thank you for sharing.
No, I support that. Like if that is what makes you happy, you should do that. It doesn't hurt anyone. Do it.
All right. The next one. Jillim_R. I don't hate the buses. That's a guilty pleasure. They are actually pretty efficient and it beats driving myself after a long park day. Loving the buses is a guilty pleasure.
That is a guilty pleasure because people look, everyone's like minivan because we all hate the buses, but they're efficient.
All right. And then Brian_G75 Myrtle Beach _ somewhere in there. All right. Is just a picture of Figment.
So maybe Figment is the guilty pleasure.
Yeah. I think just Figment. Enjoying Figment.
Annie told me her guilty pleasure. I just remembered it. This is legit guilty.
And
she thinks it's when you go on the ride and then he, farts basically. And she doesn't enjoy the smell, but she thinks it's hilarious. And she all laughs while the rest of us are like, this is disgusting.
All right.
Her guilty pleasure is to watch that scene.
Oh, Annie. Okay. And our last one from Instagram, Brian_G. Oh, it's Brian again. The _G75 Myrtle _Beach. People that don't think the Phoenicians are the worst. They created taxes, basically, right? Or the common. We can thank the Phoenicians for that. Well, I guess it was the Egyptians with the taxes, but anyway, there we go. That's Instagram. Guilty as charged. The balloon one is peak, though.
I think that's my favorite.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Allison Moyer says Joffrey's and Lightning Lanes.
Joffrey sounds like a guilty pleasure. You're picking that over Starbucks. Yeah.
Some people like it. I really hate it. I wish I liked it.
Allison, I don't know what you're doing there.
I was actually excited to see the footage of the Disney Adventure because they have a different coffee line. And I was like, that has got to taste better than Joffrey's.
I mean, you're in a place where they can grow coffee beans. So
yeah, it's got to be better. Yeah. Wendy Myers-Leary says, eating a Dole Whip while watching the Tiki Birds and the occasional minivan ride. There's that minivan.
The Dole Whip is fine on its own, not a guilty pleasure. Taken into the Tiki Birds, you have now entered guilty pleasure territory.
Yeah, I enjoy that. That is a good one. Bev Yoakum says character meals.
Yeah, it depends on the guilty pleasure. It depends on how many you're doing, right? If you're doing one every day, that's definitely a guilty pleasure.
I think, like, as an adult, like, what if you don't have any kids with you?
Then it's a guilty pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're very guilty of these.
We are very guilty of that one. Yeah. Thanks to Michelle. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Alex. Alex likes them too.
He does.
He won't say it out loud, but he likes them.
He says we go there for Michelle, but we know we go there for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lou Power says, eating Dole Whip every night when I stay at All Stars movie. Ha ha ha.
Solid guilty pleasure. That's such a
Yeah.
hidden gem. All Stars movies with their Dole Whip.
Yeah.
It's the best
Yeah. I
thing
had to
about
look it up
value.
because I was like, isn't it just the Poly? But no, it's legit at All Star Movies. Have you ever gotten it there?
Yeah, the only time I've stayed there, I saw that and I'm like, well, I know what I'm eating tonight.
Is it in the food court or like they
No,
said
it's
it's like
the
it's a
pool.
kiosk?
It's the by the pool, like a
Cool.
little snack shack sort of thing.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I missed that when we stayed there.
Shame
Oh,
on you. I would
shame on
say
me.
you should go back, but
It will happen like pre-cruise or sometime. Not next week, but sometime. Rebecca Bernstein says eats and sweets fireworks dessert party. I think she means seats. Seats and
probably
sweets. They've
seats and
changed the name so
treats.
many times. We are about to do it for the third time. Nice. We
Yeah.
won't watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks in park any other way. We are actually guilty of that too. We
Very
do not
guilty.
really watch them unless it's the dessert
So
party.
Claire did say her real guilty pleasure that I could say after the whole people mover thing where she said, oh, it's not really. She said walking to the bus when the fireworks start.
Oh, that's a bit of a walk of shame, right? Like you couldn't even stay for the fireworks.
You're
Just left?
just beating the crowd out. So I have my 16-year-old just would rather beat the crowd to the bus than to watch the fireworks.
We've done it though. Or we'll like be at the very back of the park and watch the fireworks, and then like as the finale is going off, we're like,
kind of
okay,
walk
stop walking.
backwards through the little tunnels out of
Looking
the
over our shoulder.
like,
Yeah.
and go get to the
Yes,
first bus.
I am guilty of that. That's for sure. Tyler McNett says an ice cold beer by myself while my wife and kids walk through the shops of Hollywood Studios.
Right. I hope he's having that at Tap House.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good place for a nice cold beverage.
I
You
feel
could
like
sit
he
there on your own and not be weird.
probably just gave my spouse an idea there that we should not talk about. Like we were going to go shopping and he'll just disappear to the tap
Right,
house.
it's a little further from the shops. The Min and Bill's Dockside Diner is right there where you can, but they don't have air conditioning. Well, neither does Tap
No.
House, but a lot of shaded umbrellas, I guess, at both those
Yeah.
locations.
Yeah.
Mine would be the milkshake at Min and Bill's, which is essentially a Frosty. It tastes exactly like a Wendy's Frosty. I like that more than I should, but their hours are they close so early at Hollywood Studios that it's frustrating.
Do they have different flavors? Is it just like the
Yeah,
standard
there's chocolate
Frosty?
and vanilla, and then they often have a seasonal flavor.
Oh.
So you kind of have to see. They don't always have a seasonal flavor, but it comes and goes. But yeah, they usually have something else, but they always have the chocolate, and then something sometimes. They had a blue milk one during Star Wars weekends that was just blueberry. It's fantastic.
And it was good?
It's just blueberry flavored. Yeah, it's great. Blueberry flavored milk is really good. You should give it a whirl. Disney screwed that up.
Do you get the blueberry like soft serve ice cream on the cruise ships?
When they have it, yeah, I will.
I don't love it.
It's not as good. The cruise ship is never as rich as other stuff. Their flavors are always a little watered down in their soft serve. So it's not as blueberry as it should be. And the cruise ship ice cream is never as creamy as it should be either, because it's not really ice cream. I believe it's milk ice, which is a whole different thing.
That sounds like a whole different episode. We could do a deep dive onto the ice cream.
Yeah.
And your knowledge of that.
Yeah.
But I believe this is last comment. Robin Fiend says cream cheese filled Mickey pretzel and wanting it stuffed and wanting it stuffed with butter instead and toasted.
Stuffed with butter?
Yeah.
That's an option? What?
And no, she says that's what I think that she's saying, or he, because I don't know, Robin, that wanting it stuffed with butter instead, that's what she wants it to be, but it's not.
No, the cream cheese one is fantastic. If you've never had the warm cream cheese Mickey pretzel, the lunching pad, it's the only good thing about the lunching pad. Everything else about the lunching pad is just guilty minus the pleasure.
Okay.
But I will say, if you haven't had, you need to skip your cinnamon roll once, Lauren. And
I'm thinking maybe this is what Jake and I go get, because we're doing one day in the parks by ourselves. We'll go do that.
It's a great it's big. That warm cream cheese.
Because I love cream cheese.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
long time since I've had it though, because it's just it's good. It is good.
Okay. It's on the list. That will be my. Except I'm dragging him to a bunch of different lounges where we're also supposed to snack. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, we'll probably talk more about your trip on the after show, which we're going to get to shortly
Well,
here.
that's for not this trip we're taking next week. That's for April.
Oh, April.
Yeah. I know. Comes up right behind this trip.
So we're going to have to talk about multiple trips on the after show to see what you are and what you aren't doing. But if you're planning a trip to go to Walt Disney World to experience all your guilty pleasures, you need to reach out to our friends at Tureen and Cruises, where they will help get you there. Right, Lauren?
Yeah, we will help you. There's good discounts going on. The Disney Visa promo, they're hinting, it's like the free dining promo. They are hinting that that's going to come to the general public. It's good to have a room booked before that, because then we just need to modify it when it comes out. They only discount so many rooms. So it is a good time to get booked. Remember, the deposit's fully refundable, so it's no risk to you. If you need to cancel it, we can do that.
There you go. Your friends at Touring Cruises looking out for you. You can tell them Rope Drop Radio sent you, or click the link in the description of this episode or on our website, ropedroppod.com. Also, check out the Lincoln Airport. If you're flying from Nebraska down to Central Florida, you can fly direct on Breeze Airways straight from Lincoln to Orlando. No layovers on Breeze Airways, your one-stop shop right to the magic. So we're going to get onto the after show, but you can also follow us on social media at Rope Top Radio on all the things. So give us a follow: TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Facebook, Patreon, all the following places.
All the things.
All the things. Lauren does a great job of putting together little reels so you can see our face. And if you like to see our face, you can go to YouTube and see for even longer and put it on your TV, which is frightening. But that's what we're here for. So for Lauren, I'm Doug. This has been another Rope Drop Radio. Hey, Rope Droppers. Thanks for watching this whole video. Why don't you take a moment to make sure you subscribe, watch the next thing, the last thing, try to watch something else, but make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching Rope Drop Radio.